The 2018 Jaguar XF Sportbrake. Introduced in 2007 to replace the aging S-Type, the Jaguar XF was redesigned for the 2016 model year. The makeover brought an evolutionary restyling but turned the four-door sedan in a sportier proposition on the outside and a more luxurious vehicle on the inside. The XF also received new drivetrains, most notably the company's recently launched 2.0-liter four-cylinder in both gasoline and diesel formats. The 3.0-liter V6 was also carried over, but with significant upgrades. Unlike the first-generation model, the second-gen XF arrived without a wagon version. This changed for the 2018 model year when Jaguar launched a redesigned XF Sportbrake. Making things that much better, it's available in the US too. The Sportbrake's return is a bit surprising, especially since Ian Callum, Jaguar's director of design, once predicted the death of the station wagon. But, while I'd like to know what made him change his mind, I'm actually glad that the Sportbrake is back in dealerships and especially in the US, where the midsize market was limited to just 2 models, with a couple more available in other niches. Sure, it's still ridiculous, but with 3 different products in the premium market, we finally have some proper action going on. Continue reading to learn more about the Jaguar XF Sportbrake. Exterior. Not surprisingly, the XF Sportbrake is identical to the sedan from the nose to the C-pillars. Not surprisingly, the XF Sportbrake is identical to the sedan from the nose to the C-pillars. And by identical, I mean you can't really set the two apart unless you look at the profile or the rear. And this is a good thing, as the latest generation XF, although evolutionary by design, is gorgeous to say the last. Of course, beauty is in the eye of the beholder and a matter of taste exclusively, but from where I stand, Jag's current design is a breath of fresh air compared to say Audi and BMW. The XF Sportbrake is beginning to take a different shape as you look past the C-pillar, where we find the traditional elements of a station wagon. The XF Sportbrake is beginning to take a different shape as you look past the C-pillar, where we can find the longer third window and roof, both traditional elements on a station wagon. Around back, the Sportbrake retains many of the sedan's features, including the longer, thick taillights and the bumper. The lower trunk lid is also similar, but it extends deeper toward the bumper on the Sportbrake in order to create a better loading area. The familiar sedan trunk lid was replaced by a tailgate, which speaks volumes of the car's enhanced practicality. However, the sloping roofline, the slender rear window, and the big spoiler give the British wagon a sporty stance. A pair of roof rails complete the exterior look. Interior. The wagon configuration brings a significantly larger trunk area. Naturally, the interior was also carried over from the sedan, with both the front and rear seat compartments being identical in every detail. Much like the four-door, the wagon benefits from improved legroom, knee room, and headroom over the previous generation, while rear seat space should qualify for the Best-in-Class award. Also look for the sedan's improved infotainment and new gadgets, including the in-control touch system, the standard 8-inch or optional 10.2-inch touchscreen and the available, reconfigurable 12.3-inch TFT instrument cluster. Other noteworthy interior features include a laser heads-up display and an 825-watt digital surround sound stereo complete with 17 speakers. The current trunk capacity is rated at an impressive 31.7 cubic feet with the rear seats up and 69.7 with the seats folded flat. It's behind the rear seats where the Sportbrake stands out compared to the regular XF. The wagon configuration brings a significantly larger trunk area. The previous generation had impressive luggage room and this has grown with the redesigned model. The current capacity is rated at 31.7 cubic feet with the rear seats up and 69.7 with the seats folded flat. With these specs, the XF Sportbrake offers more room than the new BMW 5 Series Touring, which comes with 571,700ths of a liter 20.1, 60 cubic feet, the Audi A6 Avant, with 565,680ths of a liter 2059.3 cubic feet, and the new Mercedes-Benz E-Class wagons 670 and 1,820 liters 23.6 and 64.2 cubic feet. Now that's impressive. For enhanced practicality, the rear seatbacks can be released using discrete levers positioned inside the flush side panels of the trunk. For enhanced practicality, the rear seatbacks can be released using discrete levers positioned inside the flush side panels of the trunk from the rear of the car or by using controls on the seatbacks themselves. Useful features also include a load cover to protect items from prying eyes and an optional divider net to restrain loose items via securing points in the roof lining. 4 tie-down points allow large items to be secured inside, and available flush-mounted rails in the load space floor accommodate a variety of optional load restraint accessories. Additionally, customers can preset height limits for the tailgate opening when parking in areas with restricted height clearance, such as multi-story parking garages. Selectable from inside the car, this function guards against damage to the tailgate and spares drivers the inconvenience of having to manually stop the tailgate. Drivetrain. Although the sedan is available with a variety of engines in the US, the Sportbrake is restricted to the V6-powered S trim only. Although the sedan is available with a variety of 4-cylinder and V6 engines in the US, including the 2.0-liter diesel, the Sportbrake is restricted to the S trim only. This means that the supercharged 3.0-liter V6 rated at 380 horsepower is the only option you got. It's a bit weird to have the range-topping drivetrain only, but either Jaguar is aiming at a very distinct performance-oriented niche, or more engines will become available at a later date. Offering the 4-cylinder would be a good decision, at least to give customers looking for solid mileage a good option. Meanwhile, the supercharged V6 mates to a ZF 8-speed automatic transmission and an all-wheel drive system, which returns a 0 to 60 mph sprint of 5.3 seconds. Not bad at all for a grocery getter. The AWD XF Sportbrake retains trademark Jaguar rear-wheel drive feel and agile steering responses. The all-wheel drive and the Jaguar IDD system come as standard, and the latter also helps to minimize understeer and electronic interventions. As a result, the AWD XF Sportbrake retains trademark Jaguar rear-wheel drive feel and agile steering responses. Or at least that's what the British company claims. As far as the suspension setup goes, Jaguar says it has been specially calibrated to reflect the demands placed on premium lifestyle wagons. Its stiffness gives the spacious wagon a sports car-inspired character with agile handling and dynamic responses. Self-leveling rear air suspension is fitted as standard, as is the adaptive dynamics with configurable dynamic system, which enables drivers to fine-tune settings for the steering, transmission and throttle. Drivers can also tune the suspension settings for an even more personalized driving experience using software functions such as All-Surface Progress Control (ASPC), Adaptive Surface Response (ADSR), and Intelligent Driveline Dynamics (IDD), which give the wagon cornering ability similar to the sedan. Drivetrain specifications. Prices. Pricing for the XF Sportbrake starts from $70,450, which seems pretty steep given that the sedan retails from $47,775. However, we must not forget that the Sportbrake is only available in V6 SAWD trim, which costs $66,865 when selected on the sedan. All told, the Sportbrake commands a relatively inexpensive $3,585 premium over a similarly equipped 4-door. Competition. Mercedes-Benz E-Class wagon. Redesigned for the 2017 model year, the E-Class is the newest and most advanced addition to the midsize wagon segment. With a fresh exterior design, a modern, more luxurious cabin, and state-of-the-art tech that includes touch-sensitive steering wheel buttons and semi-autonomous drive, the new E-Class wagon is tough to beat. It's also among the most spacious vehicle in this niche, coming very close to the XF Sportbrake's huge trunk capacity, while its drivetrain selection matches those of its rivals. US pricing for the new model starts from $62,300. Find out more about the Mercedes-Benz E-Class wagon here. Volvo V90. Because the BMW 5 Series Touring and the Audi A6 Avant aren't offered in the US, the V90 is the only midsize option you get alongside the E-Class wagon. Also new for the 2017 model year, the V90 is based on the S90, the company's new range-topping sedan and alternative to the outgoing S80. Sportier and more upscale than ever, the midsize grocery getter also comes with state-of-the-art tech and safety features and the company's latest 4-cylinder engines. Although not available with larger V6 units, the V90 gets plenty of 4 bangers that are both powerful and fuel-efficient. The Swedish wagon is also available with a hybrid drivetrain that brings together a 2.0-liter turbocharged gasoline engine and an electric motor. Pricing starts from $55,300, which is significantly more affordable than the Jag, but you must bear in mind that the entry-level 590 puts out inferior performance. Learn more about the Volvo V90 here. Conclusion. The arrival of a second-generation XF Sportbrake is excellent news for wagon enthusiasts, much more so since nearly all automakers have opted to drop grocery getters in favor of crossovers. What's more, with Jaguar having greenlighted the model for the US market, North American customers finally have more than just 2 options to choose from in the premium midsize segment. And with the new XF praised for its sporty styling, improved interior space, and even low running costs, the new wagon is likely to be a winner for customers looking for a package that blends seating for 5, a big trunk, and loads of premium features. Love its stylish, sporty exterior, spacious and modern interior, plenty of engine options. Leave it. Jaguar may choose to axe it in a few years. Needs more affordable trims with smaller engines.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.